is wet as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Go 14. It's going to be a long day. Check three.
To throw is Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It got his man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Hakeem Butler, 83 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Cowboys nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Double dog. Check. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down carry. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott from the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. We're going to 53. Hey, 47. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. There he goes, left side.
If you were me, you do this too.
Take this one home. It's a touchdown. Jamal Adams, an all-pro for the first time a season ago, had a fumble return for a touchdown and a pick 6 last year, and he delivers another pick 6 right here. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Cowboys nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
A second down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Check. Pick it up. Mike's 50. Get him.
On third down, it's Prescott. Looking deep for Elliott. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen.
You would have thought they would have been.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Not much there, only a yard.
At the 32-yard line.
Tight dog.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Check 3.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch the screen.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a second and long after the holding call.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Left side complete to Lockett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's always interesting when you get ready for a Seattle Seahawks game because when you think of their receivers, you think of these guys going to be 6'3", 6'4", 225 pounds out on the perimeter. But Tyler Lockett, he shatters all of those thoughts. Much more like a water bug, but maybe their most trusted target downfield. Led Seattle with 1,057 yards last season, operates in the slot and outside, and as tough as any receiver in the NFL.
Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It's going to be a long...
To throw again, Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
On the option, a handoff to Carson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there.
And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. 10.
This is my moment.
This one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and decent field position and throwing that pick 6, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Open man, Butler complete. Accelerating, and off he goes. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
12. Check 26, check 26. Switch. Kill.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Kill.
Again, Wilson. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
All day, dog.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the run.
Prescott on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep, and that's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Come on now, let's go.
Cowboys 7.
Mike 51.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and 11.
Here we go, D, get up.
Here's Prescott. That's complete, right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
CeeDee Lamb was my favorite receiver in this year's draft, and it's still hard for me to believe that he lasted till the 17th pick of the 1st round. No one took him before that, and Dallas, surprisingly, finds him available, takes him, and you see why. Great hands, great route running. This guy is Mr. Excitement.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. 4th down, Prescott. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Exit.
Now it's Wilson. That's complete to Butler. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
We got tight left. We got 3.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
Mike 53. Man, that's trash. That's trash. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Coming to you. Coming to you.
Throwing on second down. Wilson. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Cowboys offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 50.
Here's Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
47.
Throwing on second and long. Prescott got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. How did he stay on his feet? He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
That catch good for only a couple.
On the Seahawks 29-yard line.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. 41.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This is Butler making the catch. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Get in the weight room. Mike
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go, fellas.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 24. Check 24.
Left pass. Left pass.
Kill.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Check the backer. Check the backer.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Watch the screen. Pass. Check 9.
36 power.
On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A 2nd quarter score, meanwhile, down in Arizona. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Here we go. Line in.
Right there. 54.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. Hey, kill. 47.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Under.
This.
Here we go. Go to 54. Line in.
Mike's 5-4. Hey, check.
Here we go. 26.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up in it. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability.
But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Mike 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch twist.
From the gun, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
What a great rookie campaign in 2019 for DK Metcalf, who came in with high expectations, was actually upset that he went in the second round, not the first round, but quickly proved everyone wrong who didn't take him prior. 900 yards receiving, 7 touchdowns, and looks exactly like a Seattle Seahawks receiver is supposed to look. Big, strong, physical, and catches all the contested passes downfield.
Now Wilson on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
It's second down and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Alert!
Throwing again. Wilson. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Give him 28 yards on that one. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Ringo, tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down. Check three. Rush in.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback.
Let's go.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, 46.
Check 24.
He'll throw from the gun. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Here we go, going to 53. Hey, 47. 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
16 yards.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
21 is
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. So they will accept the penalty and move
Good
forward.
work, boys. Let's go.
Hey, here we go, 48.
50. In your face.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54. Going to 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
47.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Cowboy first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Watch out.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards on the ground.
At the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Big edge.
They run it with Carson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The tackle there by Antoine Woods.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Check 13.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Check. 53's Mike. Watch the backer.
They run again with Carson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Mike 53. Don't get nervous. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
36 power.
To throw is Wilson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete. I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder, and sure enough, they can't convert here.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said when he went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
We got this.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50. Here we go.
First down, Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
32-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Pull it together. Hey, check. Mike 50.
On first down, Wilson.
Check.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jalen Smith. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
To try again after the sack. Wilson, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. Myers' kick is good. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they...
did that drill. Yeah, yeah, champion, huh? Yeah, we here.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a lineback. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it?
How you like it?
I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking.
Like a Viking.
All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake.
Let's go.
I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border.
Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety. You boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole